Playing time on the shot clock. Lynn, the reverse! Jeremy Lynn returns. Lynn, huge! Wow! A three ball!
Ball movement, as you know, Jeremiah, having played, ball movement has always been in the game. But you're right, and it's the same thing for Frank Vogel.
Quarter, but Jeremy Lin has scored 7 here in the quarter off the bench. Hornets.
Guys on the floor, their experience is when they go to camps.
15-4 to start the quarter, and another turnover. And here comes Jeremy Lin.
And it's just some sloppy ball handling there.
And Kaminsky.
Frank took another time out.
Spencer Hawes is back in. He had 2 free throws in the first half. Lynn with 2 more.
Houston for a couple of years. Last year he was with the Lakers. Played with Ronnie Price over there.
What have you done for me lately? Here's Lynn. Well, that was.
Hotness goes back to the end of November. I mean, it's been a long run. It's 4 games with Austin Rivers. Here goes Lynn. Nice cut to the basket by Williams.
Lynn is not moving well.
He's passing well.
He did make a good
line. Wes Johnson for 3. Off the iron. Rebound comes to Lynn. Lynn all the way to the goal. Somehow he got it in.
I mean, he's almost.
Break here to try to stem the flow of blood from the nose of Jeremy Lin. Oh, there he got it for sure from Wes Johnson. Got him right in the face inadvertently.
Wham.
Sorry about that.
Somehow he made that shot.
Yeah, I mean, guys were swatting not just at his nose, but at the ball, trying to.
The natural leader, it just comes as a part of his personality. I think, when his playing days are over, he's going to go in and
for the Hornets. Lynn got it to go,
and he continues to drive into the deep for the defense. Look at that, crossed over, splits the double team, and flips it up and over.
Harvard, so we went all the way across the country. Freshman year, didn't get any playing time at all.
Yeah, he was pretty good that night, 8 of 11 from threes.
Yeah, that's 28-point third quarter.
Best numbers of his career for Kimball. Number 9 pick back in 11. He wants to make up for the last game that he played. He was awful.
It doesn't work without Harrison at the 4.
It worked for a couple of games, and Livingston filled in nicely, but you're exactly right. Because it's that front.
To finish. Continues to improve. Bogut knows Jeremy Lynch is trying to attack. If he can get him to settle for a jumper, you've won the battle. Now, he made that. Jeremy Lin also a sprained ankle, but he's in there. As you can see, Jeremy Lamb with wrist and hip bruises.
Defense and getting in the teeth of the lane and opening up things for Chandler.
Jeremy Lin on the drive. The scoop goes. And details.
Just show your face, Steve. Everybody knows your face.
Right. Here's Lin. Jeremy Lin. That backs it out for Jeremy Lin, the Harvard product. Dribbles into traffic. Great pass to Zeller.
Pierce fires and misses. Lynn rebounds. Gotten so you're almost surprised if Clippers miss a 3-pointer. That's a beautiful feed from Lynn to Zeller.
Assist. You're never going to look at Aldrich and Prigioni, their numbers, and say, okay, there's the kid credit. He's battled and carved out a little backup role in the NBA.
And there is somebody on the court who was taken ahead of him in that draft, right?
True.
Jeremy starts down the lane. Jumps back. Not a bad player. Distance. Lynn. With Rivers at his shoulder. Banks it in.
Lynn just glides to the rim, unabated.
2-17.
Look at Jeremy go. 2 more! We'll be talking about the offensive efficiency.
It will be the start of the game.
Yeah.
2 more.
He's old school is what he is.
Yeah, I like his mentality, but you could tell on that one drive in the
Batum didn't know if he'd be out of control or not. Step back and a good look.
You agree? Is it coming off?
I think it's a good call. I think it's offensive basket.
Oh, obviously, yeah. But the shot was going off. Jeremy
Monroe against Hawes. Bad pass. Jeremy Lin steps right in front of that. Off the window, finger roll.
Coming right to the rim.
Jeremy Lin, good find at the Hornets, but it's been all Milwaukee ever since. Lin with the steal. Shot clock's on. Jeremy in attack mode. Finger roll. Score! Williams, his tip-in of the miss was after the shot clock had expired.
Offensively.
Yes, it ran into a wall. Kaminsky stood his ground. Lin in attack mode. 2 more for Jeremy.
More energy than anybody on the floor right now.
Jeremy Lin stops the bleeding. Now the offense starts with 4 on the shot clock. Lin has to go one-on-one. And he's
Brad Kaminsky. He's Billy Donovan to this point. There's all 3-point shooters in the game right now. As
Paz, the quick bounce pass to her career when I was a kid. I still get teary-eyed at a well-performed national anthem, and this is always so special to be a part of the NBA career. You just kind of figured one of these days he was going to get it back. Lin crosses over, gets to the rim, and scores.
Front as his coach, Steve Clifford, was yelling.
Lin to Hansbrough, and
Tobias put it on the floor, drew the defense, find the open guy.
Jeremy Lin.
3 boards. Lin looked off the pass, threw it up, and made his short bit of history in New York. And he's doing it some more. 2 more.
Game of runs, and the Hornets are on one.
They sure are. And that's 2 more for Jeremy Lin. And here's Hollis from Lin. And there's Lin, now Conference Player of the Week. He's 1 of 9. But they got Jeremy Lin, and he's making up. Here's a corner 3. And once again,
Going to have to start scoring, and really going to have to get a few good stops in a row as well. But Jeremy Lin, a sure basket save there by Rudy Gay.
Jeremy Lin doing it. Now Cauley Stein on Lin. And the
School, and as mentioned, Harvard. Jeremy had 2 of his best games against Charlotte last year as a Laker. Here's Hawes. He just spins it up and in.
Offensively by the Hornets.
There's his first game off the bench the other night, and it wasn't a good.
Does not want to be the offensive firepower for his team.
Yeah, you see it early in starts. He's going to feel the temperature.
If they decide to ramp it up defensively, they can really smother you.
Come on, you got a 4-time MVP on the floor. In the open floor, he wants to do one thing, and that's get to the rim.
Nick Batum. 24-9. How do you guys explain that? Wow. Kaminsky, 2 more. Pass poked away. Great team defense played by the Hornets. Cody Zeller! Rewarded.
Middle infielder, too.
Lin. Score the goal! Hornets have it back. 3 on 2. MKG! Shot clock down to 3. Lin nails! He's done it again! 22-point night for Jeremy Lin. 24-point night for Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin didn't play in the 3rd quarter. He's on the floor now. Attacking Whiteside! And
Flat bill?
No, they can go flat bill this time.
Jeremy Lin, welcome to the game.
You became the all-time leading scorer because you were with the team the entire time. But I'd imagine you weren't the leading scorer after. And the Bulls back in the 90s had success with that pedigree. Nick Batum inside.
High screen, Plumlee. Middleton picked by Lynn. Marvin Williams on the front, and that is a block shot.
Lynn that threw that pass, I believe.
Lynn gets through the defense to score.
He's amazing.
Lowe got it from Middleton. Middleton camped out. The deflection allows the Hornets to take it away. Jeremy Lamb sheds Michael Carter.
The last one previous to that was a beauty. So soft as he rebounds again. The one in the lane where he just catches it, keeps the ball above his shoulders.
Oh, nice feed. Batum to Lynn. That's a 1 of 10 from three-point territory. Lynn gets around Brown. Lynn knifing to the hoop. A spin. Again, Robinson has the ability to get there. He just doesn't get those shots to go. Lynn
makes something happen. Because quicker pace has got to make his life easier, right?
Yes. Oh, Lynn consumed and he finished it.
He gave the Cavs a huge boost. Welcome to the city, young fella.
Jeremy with the rim. Lynn again.
I mean, he's a passionate golfer, so much so he remembers his score from when he was in 10th grade. Somehow Jeremy Lin was able to, he was hanging on the rim. Now watch, this is a pass. He throws it over, you see just over the outstretched arms of the running turn.
Kaminsky. Hand off Lynn. And Jeremy scores and gets fouled.
Charlotte won't go away.
9:05 left. Plenty of basketball remaining at Phillips. And Lynn with the... Kaminsky tees up Lynn. Turning, looking, shooting, hitting.
Especially someone with vision that good.
Oh, yeah. Jeremy Lin just checked into the game, had the ball in. Hornets haven't scored in a while. Watch Philadelphia go on a 10-0 run, but that ends right there. Age to be. Grant had his pocket picked. Hornets had the basketball. Lin to Big Frank.
Taco Bell is this one. Sixers turnover. Jeremy Lin gets the ball. Eyes up. Watch this. Stop. Freezes the defenders. Finds Frank Kaminsky. The rookie has got. Well, Del, you said it. They are going back to their roots. The way they play. They only have 2 points in the paint so far this quarter.
Jeremy Lin. How creative can he?
Cavs by 15 now. Jeremy Lin cut out by Thompson. Good D. On the cut, Kaminsky though. Nice record, 7-18 in the first quarter. Lin on the burst. His first sailor, and he scored it. Sometimes you can't see the forest for the tree.
That's right.
If you're a defender. Lin going to work against Love. Step back. Tough shot. Knocked it down. Jeremy Lin with a big...
We get a prayer there. He'll take it though. Lee sends it over to Lin on the inside with Hawes. When they've hit offensive droughts, it hasn't hurt them. Great point. Lin, clock down. Oh, nice move. Wow. Back end of possessions in the playoffs, you got to have a big to throw it to that can do something with it. Nice job, Mike.
7-point deficit.
Just going to let him play it out.
And how about Jeremy Lin fire?
Lin up and in. Kaminsky picks up the loose ball. Hornets have numbers. Troy Daniels, this is his game. That's why he's on the floor. 30 and 13 when he plays.
I like those odds.
Jeremy Lin scoring and he's fouled.
And again, it all starts with Al Jefferson. When he gets the ball, you can see the defense just converges on him. Look at this. He's got one defender already. Here comes another one, and he gives the head nod, the nonverbal communication to his teammate. Come on, I got you.
Lin. Everything's dropping right now.
Lin, the pull-up.
Celtics could still get the 3 seed, but
Lin played house with his left. Turner in the paint, moving on Lin, and Lin reaches in and comes up with a steal. On the other side, Kaminsky with the miss.
say that's a great idea because Big Al is not a great defender.
Lin has the hot hand. 4 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from deep. Nice crossover move there. Knocks down the jump shot.
I'm looking at the stats here. Celtics bench being outscored 23-15.
Turner trying to get to his spot, lost it. Lynn with the quick hands, bounce pass to Walker. Tough layup. Lynn, speaking of attacking.
The game and put Olenek in.
Lynn to the basket again.
Wonderful partner, and obviously we miss him, and the fans at home miss him, and what they don't know is how much we miss him when we're not on the air.
Marvin Williams, if you're talking. Bad pass poked away by Lee. Kemba's got it. 3-on-2 for the Hornets. Lynn steps into a triple. Got it! Oh! The beat continues. Defense by Troy.
That baseline off. Hornets losing against Phoenix in Phoenix back in January, but
invitation is the highest form of flattery.
Jeremy Lin, beautiful inbounds play.
Philadelphia in the NBA, the Warriors, and the 76ers. Meantime, the Hornets out of the timeout work at Landry has Lin on a switch that puts Stauskas on Jefferson, and Lin.
Just to elaborate a little bit more about Nerlens and his offense, he's been taking game shots as Jeremy Lin gets that backdoor cut.
Changes Kaminsky for a 3. Long rebound available for Lin. And the Hornets here with a fresh 24 past the halfway point of the second. That's McConnell to the deck, plunging Zeller, and he throws.
Hornets having it again. Lin wants to run. Nothing there this time. Jeremy splashes it
before the ball gets to him.
Now really fighting now against Towns. Open look for Lin. That was all set up. Continue to shoot a great percentage. 3 for 6 here in the second.
The only guy to make that shot is Anthony Davis.
Basketball, 7-point lead. And the score at the bottom of your screen is correct. 2 more. Jeremy Lin, Batum, Lamb, Kaminsky, Jefferson playing together for the Hornets, and it's all Jeremy Lin going one-on like his hair's on fire. He has got 8 points, including the last 4 consecutively. Hornets starting the fourth quarter strongly.
Stan cannot be happy. Van Gundy cannot be happy with the way they're turning the basketball over.
Wide open look for Lin, and he's going to hit that.
Problem defensively. Al is a pound it down low, very physical player. He can easily pick up another foul here.
Yeah, that's a good point, Stephanie.
Look at Jeremy Lin, straight to the cup and score. Hornets have a 6-point lead. Jeremy Lin, a big reason why. 5 points off the bench for Jeremy Lin.
That has traditionally been a strong suit for the Hornets.
And out the rip away, Lin with the steal. Numbers for the Hornets. Courtney Lee! Points here in the first quarter. First 4 games of this homestand.
That's fantastic.
Jeremy Lin cuts to the hoop. And with good reason, it's his night. Jeremy Lin bobblehead night. Fans coming to get theirs, and Jeremy Lin getting his.
Without him so far in this game.
Hey, we out. Another basket. The fans what they want. He's been active offensively. Already 9 first-half points for the Harvard man. Led by 19.
That was when they were cutting and moving.
We've seen this a lot.
Man, what a great challenge. Took it. Being the only starter on the floor for the first 4 minutes. Ripped away. Daniels playing good defense. Lin zigzagging, finds Kemba!
Look at tonight's defensive play of the game brought to you by CPI Security. Daniels and Lin clamping down on Dwight Howard in the post. Forcing the turnover. Lin pushing the transition, finding Kemba Walker to finish. Good pass. Lin finds Al Jefferson, who rings the bell. Look at
Jeremy Lin's going up. Everyone jumps to contest the shot. So the open alleyway is right around the waist of the defender.
By Dwayne Dedman for the Hornets. Troy Daniels leaves. Courtney Lee back in. Jeremy Lin. Final shot of the third quarter. There you go, Jeremy Lin.
Shut up. I'm going to say a lot of things. Everything. Jeremy Lin. Former Harvard star banking.
Hard to believe. After tonight, only 4 more home games. Jeremy Lin with the left hand. Nick, the only start on the floor for the Hornets. Lin trying to back in Augustine. Successful.
Now there was a
track. We saw that against Evan Fournier the other day. And Orlando's in town.
Look who threw that pass, Nick Batum.
Hornets ball. Lin answers with a super shot of his own. He can do everything. Backdoor cut, Jeremy Lin off the feed from Frank Kaminsky. Hornets will set up shop. Lin, Lamb, and Lee in the backcourt. Kaminsky and Jefferson up front. Quick shot, Lin. Score it! And he's fouled. Maybe that'll get guys going.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered, and you see how they got that wide open shot. Hornets worked the ball around, no dribbling, just ball movement inside, quickly outside. Too long of a closeout. Jeremy Lin knocks it down and draws the foul.
Al Jefferson picks up his dribble. Lin inside, able to score, had a little contact. Also bring Danny Green, Tony Parker, and Kawhi Leonard back onto the floor. Hornets now have Cody Zeller in the game. Look at Jeremy Lin. No for Danny Green. Frank Kaminsky scores! Lin here first half for Tim Duncan here tonight. Great drive by Jeremy Lin. He's played it. Cody another rebound. He's got 9 first half rebounds. Score it. 2 more. Jeremy Lin getting a front. Wow. Lin got inside and scored. This time he was the top of the key. Jeremy Lin. Batum back on the floor for the Hornets. Lin, a pull up. Move ball! It goes! Nick Batum. Straight on 3. One more time!
Hornets did a good job rotating down, just couldn't get that second jump quick enough.
Under a minute to play. Lin. Yes! He's done it again!
Line, but too strong. The outlet to Lin. Lin aggressive, going to the hoop, twisting and turning.
All aspects of the game, but especially his shooting.
Got a mismatch here. Lin to the rim. Gives it up to Lin. Lin, step back Jay. He drains it.
Look at that again. That wasn't Jabari. It's hard to get Jabari to pass the salt at breakfast. Lin strong to the back. Pick in 2004. Boston. Middleton spinning it. He has it swiped. Lin.
62-61. What a turnaround. Lin circles on Lopez. Pump fake. He's crafty around the.
Got called back. Got my hopes up. Week later, got cut again.
Jeremy Lamb.
Flip down, that's knocked away. Lin steals it. Sneak on in there. There's a backdoor cut. Lin as he will go into the game for Charlotte. Now Batum circling. Threads one and Lin scores with each one on him. Lin puts it on the floor to his left. Carves his way inside. Shovels and there's the dunk for Hansbrough. Heinrich, 2 to shoot. Stripped and stolen. Lin being tracked by Butler. Got it, missed it. And then Butler left him. Lin, a 2, and that's good.
4 reserves on the floor, and Nick Batum for the Hornets. Jeremy Lin, up and down.
Their record, how much they have improved, and then they're going to say, okay, why is that team's such an improved team is because of number 5. And to your point, he could very easily be on that All-Star team if he continues to play like he has early in the year.
And he does so many things. You know, it's not just his scoring.
Jeremy Lin gets inside and just
off the glass. That was more the conventional way.
Jeremy Lin finishing.
Been really aggressive when Drummond is out of the game. Look at Cody.
Rattles it in.
He had one of those in Chicago, too, the one-handed tip.
Another good find. This time Lin to Spencer Hawes. Finding each other with nice creative passes.
You know why? Because they go against the starters every day in practice, and they probably beat the starters more than the starters beat them. It's just the way it is in the NBA. Second unit always beats the starters.
Jeremy Lin!
Because of shots like that. Player, I think he's the future of the Heat.
Lin left on for a moment, catches in.
Tell you what, the front office did a wonderful job of not only targeting the players that they thought. There it is.
There it is. Triple double for Batum.
Time coming around, denying. Force Andrew off the box. Fight a little harder for his position.
Lin banks in the jumper.
Effective. Maybe better when they make some substitutions.
Lin made a nice play again.
That was nice. Kaminsky from Lin.
I said they come into this game last in offensive rebounds. They average a little over 8 offensive rebounds a game. They already have 8. So I'm sure that.
Lin. Fabulous move. Lin with a nice move, and he scores. Batum. Lin fires a 3. Unbelievable. Wizards 4 games under 500 as Lin scores. Lin drives, little contact, and a great pass inside. To the hoop, rebounded by Zeller. Charlotte looking for more. Lin accelerates to the hole. After defending the drive by Dragic. Lin on a spin to the rim. Jeremy Lin. Remarkable job. Out of the timeout, shot clock is down to 3. Lin drives in and scores. Stoudemire got a piece of it. 5-on-4, Stoudemire a little late to get back. Early offense, Jefferson scores on the interior.
He's been awesome. Just awesome.
Lin on the move, lays it in.
3:15 left in the first quarter. Game 2. Lin overweight. Nice runner for Jefferson defending Amare Stoudemire, forcing the Heat into their 4th turnover. Jeremy Lin gets the screen from Jefferson, zigzags his way through for another 2.
Those blood clots. Joe Johnson has filled that role, extending the defense, post skills. Lin to the rim, and a chance for flicks it ahead. Walker, a looping feed for Lin. He gets Dang off balance. Lin finishes with a left hand. Shot clock is down to 6. Lin, double team. Lin gets it off the glass. No good. Whiteside couldn't grab it. Walker does. Moves it ahead for Lin. That's a 3. Bomb! Jeremy Lin from long range.
Lin whacked. Continuation. Score it. Playing without Kemba Walker. Lin, the reverse.
They were patient and worked that ball around.
That was a 6-minute drought. Lin, yes, acrobatic. Lin, yes!
I don't think one shot made is enough to change that defensive team yet.
Jeremy Lin, we've seen this script before.
It's a 10-point lead, trying to get it to Whiteside, forcing the issue in the paint. Lin, race to the rim, Gets it to go. Jeremy Lin going coast to coast. It's a 10-1 run. Jefferson.
After the 3 straight games struggling offensively. Zeller left-handed on a nice feed. He hasn't scored. Lin gets inside, steps back. That's good. Now it has been a rough start for Charlotte. Jeremy Lin drives and finishes. First.
Really good use of his body right there. And when White
defending when he's in trouble, then double. And Williams again has defended him well all series. Lin with another beautiful drive to the bucket.
Tell me home court advantage doesn't mean anything. They're nuts.
Jeremy Lin goes to the basket and gets it a vault in the hitch.
That's the next step in his game, improving that ability to knock down that jump shot. Comfortable as